Hi everybody, Tom Oates from the State Journal here, and today I'm going to try and look at who the next Badger football coach could be. Certainly the topic on everybody's mind. I think it's an easy choice. Mike Riley went from Oregon State to Nebraska. Gary Anderson went from Wisconsin to Oregon State, so Bo Pelini should go from Nebraska to Wisconsin. Actually, I'm just kidding. You can get up off the floor. I don't think Bo Pelini will be the next coach. When looking at who Alvarez, I made a list. I've checked it twice. I'm going to go down this list with a comment on who Barry Alvarez might hire. Keep in mind, he said he would like someone with head coaching experience, and UW ties not necessary. So, Paul Chryst, I certainly think he's a strong candidate. Problem is he's only 19-19 at Pitt. Although I think it should be remembered that that program went through a lot of turmoil with a lot of head coaches there for a while, and that he walked into a pretty messed up situation. Darrell Bevell, former Badger quarterback, offensive coordinator of the Seahawks. I certainly think he's a possibility if he's interested. There's a lot of people think he's one of the next coordinators in line for a head coaching job in the NFL, though, and that might appeal to him more. Sleeper candidate for me is Joe Rudolph, was the offensive coordinator on Paul Chryst's staff, former Badger player and Alvarez favorite. Another Badger assistant out there is Dave Dorn at North Carolina State. A little hard to tell. He was at Northern Illinois, and then he went to NC State. He won big at Northern Illinois with Jerry Keel's players, so I don't know if the jury's, if he's got enough of a track record. Mel Tucker, former Badger player. Alvarez, he's a defensive coordinator of the Bears, at least for now. He may be getting fired eventually. Alvarez kicked the tires on Mel Tucker last time and interviewed him, and didn't hire him, so I don't know why he would be a candidate this time. From the staff, maybe Dave Aranda, the defensive coordinator, very highly regarded in NFL and college football circles as a coordinator. No head coaching experience, however. If you look at who Alvarez talked to the last time, he talked to Miami's Al Golden, Iowa State's Paul Rhodes, and Dave Clawson, who was at Bowling Green, now at Wake Forest. None of those materialized last time. Of those three, I would think maybe Al Golden might be a candidate again. Only 28-21 at Miami, however, and 6-6 this year. Again, like Paul Chryst, I think there were extenuating circumstances at Miami in that program. Out-of-the-box guy, Greg Schiano, the former Rutgers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach. I'm not quite sure about him. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Got a strong personality. I'm not sure he'd be a good fit here at Wisconsin. When you look at Big Ten assistants, Michigan State defensive coordinator Pat Narduzzi is certainly someone that everyone brings up when a job opens up. I like Tom Herman, the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. Certainly Wisconsin fans have to be impressed with what he did with his third-string quarterback in the 59-0 victory over the Badgers. So there's a couple of possibilities from the conference. There's a couple young up-and-comers around the country. Justin Fuente at Memphis, Matt Campbell at Toledo, and Ron Carey at Northern Illinois, for instance. I think Alvarez has a lot of people he's got to look at. But one thing we should remember, though, Gary Anderson wasn't on a lot of watch lists when Alvarez hired him. So it's going to be really hard to predict where Barry Alvarez is going to go. I certainly do think Paul Chryst is the leader in the clubhouse, though.